What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 183 of the Cunningham podcast. Here we bring you everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by usually Grassani, and Georgetown, and Cunningham, and Alex Reich. You can see this podcast on various platforms, including Marlins+2023, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Music, iRadio, YouTube. Also, follow social media at Cunningham. God said, it's time to get your game on.
Adam, great intro, my brother.
Thank you. I think that's the first time you've ever complimented my intro. That wasn't a special. That was like a special one.
You caught me awake for a change.
I didn't bore you.
You didn't bore me.
I appreciate the compliment, brother. I appreciate the compliment.
Mazel tough in the old country. Mazel tough. Adam, a black guy and two Jews do a podcast together.
Damn.
That sounds like a bar joke.
Okay.
So what we got on the show today?
So what we got on the show today? We've got a lot of stuff on the show today. Too much actually. In fact, some of it we actually had to cut out, which we'll out and save for next episode because we've got that much to talk about. For example, Alex wants to talk college football. Nope, not gonna be able to do that. The big trade, Drew Holiday. Nope, gotta save that for next episode. That's how much stuff we have today. That and we're on a strict time limit. So in the second half of the show, we're definitely present to you our MLB Playoff Predictions, our predictions for the MLB Playoffs. So we'll talk about that.
Didn't we do that at the end of the year? Didn't we do that at the beginning of the year for baseball?
We did our season predictions, but we did do our playoff predictions.
We did do our playoff predictions.
But here's the thing: we need to now the playoffs are officially set. We're just doing playoffs.
Oh,
don't worry. We'll make it quick. We're literally just gonna do it rapid fire. We're literally just gonna do rapid fire. Don't worry, it's not gonna be that long. But we got to open the show today with Michael Cunningham. Your New York Jets just barely lose to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I've got some thoughts on this game, Michael. If you want, I can start. I can tee this off. But if you want us to just tee this off, go ahead. You have it's your choice.
You go.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah.
So this game between the Jets and the Chiefs, I hate the phrase moral victories in sports because at the end of the day, there's really no moral victories, and it really feels like the Jets, it really feels like the Jets don't really. I wouldn't call this a moral victory to the Jets, and then you look at what happened. They're 1-3. They're 1-3 to start the year. That's not good. It's not good. There's no moral victories to that. But at the end of the day, you guys played hard. And you guys played very well against arguably the best team in football. You're playing against the defending champs, and you almost came with the upset. You were this close to come with the upset. And the big takeaway, honestly, that everyone's talking about, aside from Taylor Swift, which we may or may not talk about that at Taylor Swift. But aside from that, guys, Michael, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Who was that quarterback for the Jets this game? Who was playing quarterback?
It wasn't Zach Wilson.
Who was it? That wasn't Zach Wilson. I didn't watch the game, but I didn't watch the entirety of the game. I was out. Let me give you my story. I was out at my local batting cage place, my local golf place, and I get back home. I got online. I got a church service. I got an online church service that I watch every week. Life Church, by the way, great service. I highly recommended. And then after that, I turn on the game, and I see the Jets have tied the score 20-20, and Zach Wilson's like throwing for over 200 yards through 2 touchdown passes, really throwing the football well. I'm like, who is this guy? This isn't the Zach Wilson I know. The Zach Wilson I know. Here's the thing: the Zach Wilson I know, he would not have gone 28-39 for 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. He would have gone 11-39 with no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That's the Zach Wilson I know. So, I mean, but in all seriousness, what a performance by Zach Wilson. It wasn't like, no, I would say it wasn't like a master. It wasn't like the greatest performance I've ever seen, but for a guy who we all have said, have all said that they just need to get rid of this guy. They just need to move on. Like, it is time to end the Zach Wilson era in New York, which I'm not saying that's not the case anymore. Like, Zach Wilson still has a long way to go to win back the hearts and minds of Jets fans. But hey, you know the phrase, you've got to start somewhere, and this is the starting point for Zach Wilson, and for him to do that, and this is what really impressive, for him to have this type of performance right after Joe Namath, the biggest icon in Jets history, quite literally calls for his job. Joe Namath, the most iconic Jet, calls for your job, and you respond like that with that performance. Although to lose effort, you respond like that. That takes balls and that takes stones, and I've got to give Zach Wilson props for that. I've got to give Zach Wilson props. So now, again, he's not off the hook. Who knows? Because hey, maybe next week against we're just playing next week as the Broncos. Maybe he lays a complete egg. Then we're all back to bring Zach Wilson a new one. But for now, how we are right now, we gotta look at Zach Wilson and say, nice job. We just gotta look at him and say, nice job. And one more takeaway, and then Michael, I swear I'm gonna let you take over.
Adam, I'm about to quit because you ain't letting me talk.
I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Shush, let the black man talk. Thank you. Guys, we almost beat the best team in football, the Kansas City Chiefs, almost on the upset. Zach Wilson, I don't know what happened to him. He just turned into like a beast. I was like, God damn. All right now, brother. We're 1-4, Adam. I think we could win at least 4 games this year.
Think you can win at least 4 games?
I think we could beat the Giants.
Well, we'll have to see. Well, here's the thing, guys. You are listening to this episode on Tuesday after the Giants game, but we are recording this Sunday night before Giants game, and due to my schedule, there's no chance I'm going to be able to edit this and get it all up on on Monday. So you're listening to this Tuesday, We will definitely talk about the Giants score, the Giants game in our next episode. Stay tuned for that. I may or may not do a vlog of my experience at the Giants game, but all that aside, so yeah, stay tuned for that. So the only reason we're even recording this because we definitely want to get only predictions out of the way, but that'll be a different story. But yeah, Michael, you continue. You're not going to continue.
Hold up. Oh, my bad. I was just watching a video where her mother said you were an accident baby to her child. I'm sorry. It's hilarious. And 2, I'm going to say this. The Jets have a good team all around. They just need a better quarterback. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Adam, remember the movie Spy Kids? The third one?
Yep.
And they're like, you're not the guy. I'm the guy. Remember that scene?
I remember that.
And then, like, you're the guy again? That's how Zach Wilson is when it comes to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that had to have been it.
He's like, I'm the guy. No, he's not the guy. I'm the guy. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Okay, you're the guy again. Like, but seriously, the Jets have Sauce Gardner, who's probably the best cornerback in defense right now. The best cornerback, in my opinion. You have Garrett Wilson, who's an up and coming wide receiver. You have a good offensive line, and I think the Jets could probably win if they get their turning around. And I think Taylor Swift, I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs' lucky charm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Damn, fuck Taylor Swift. Now I hate her even more because she beat my. I hate her music. Now I hate her as a human. Now,
because
Oh my
he's
God.
joined Chiefs Nation.
yeah, she's gonna destroy Chiefs Nation.
Yeah, she's joined Chiefs Nation.
Is Travis
Yeah,
Kelsey?
hey. You think her and Travis Kelce is gonna last?
Hell no, Travis is gonna fuck. He's a party boy. What are you talking about?
That is such an interesting storyline. Travis Kelce hooking up with Taylor Swift.
Guys, I got one thing to say about baseball as well. Yo, he's one of my
Well,
favorite.
we are gonna talk about baseball, but Michael save that for
Nah,
this.
but I want to get this off my chest.
Okay.
Let's put a shout in respect on Miguel Cabrera, who retired today from baseball.
Okay, definitely.
Guys, I've been a fan of Miguel Cabrera. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I wanted the Yankees to get him for years. They didn't do it, but hell of a career. Miguel Cabrera, thank you for making me believe in baseball again. Good luck in your next journey of baseball, brother. Thank
Yeah.
you for all the great years. Sorry, Adam. I'm back to football, but um, I think the here's the thing. You have Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who is 3-1 right now. Guys, can I just say Baker Mayfield is we read him all, but we owe him an apology. Put respect on his name.
Yeah, I mean,
Guys, he won
Baker
the
Mayfield. I
Heisman.
mean, is he the greatest quarterback in the world? No, he's not. I
Adam, he
mean,
won the Heisman.
is he like a guy that is he a guy that you think of when you draft quarterback first of all? Is that the guy you what? No, but I'll tell you what. In terms of quarterbacks in the NFL, you could do a lot worse than Baker Mayfield. I'll say
Hey
that you
guys,
could
I'm
do a
gonna
lot
say this.
worse.
Adam, don't interrupt me. Shame. Don't interrupt my brother, man.
You asked me a question about Baker Mayfield, and I
I
answered.
had to fuck with you. I had to fuck with you. And guys, Baker Mayfield is a former Heisman Trophy winner, first round draft, first pick in the draft. Guys, I'm gonna say this: Baker Mayfield is better than Daniel Jones, 100%. And Adam, you pissed me off earlier saying the Cowboys ain't shit. We just killed the Patriots 38 to 3 today. So you can suck my dick.
Good one. That was a nice one. That was a nice win. I'll give you credit.
We weren't worried. We weren't scared. We weren't scared. We were ready. We weren't nervous. We ready. And Alex is gonna be obnoxious now talking about his Eagles that they 4-0.
Yeah. By the way, about the Cowboys, that was a great win. If only you guys did not win. If only you guys won that game against the Cardinals, you'd be undefeated right now.
Adam,
You had
I don't
a
want to talk.
golden opportunity. You had a golden opportunity to be undefeated and be the class of the NFL, and you blew it.
Adam,
Because
go fuck yourself.
what the Cowboys do. They get golden opportunities handed to them, and they blow it.
Didn't we kill you, your Giants 40-0 at home? You
Yes,
guys
you
were at home.
did. You
Exactly.
did. Good for you. You want a cookie?
We spanked you like we spanked you like I stole something. Alex, you just nasty.
Yeah, one more thing. Can I just say one more thing about the Jets? Can I just say one more thing, Joez, and then actually can talk about your Eagles? I know people. Zach Wilson actually just spoke to that. He actually just spoke to the media, And you'll never believe what he said. You'll never believe what he said. He said that I'm the reason we lost the game. I mean, that is just showing, to me, that's almost being too self-critical of yourself. Right there. Uh, uh, right there. Like you are. Jack Wilson is absolutely not the reason the Jets lost this game. Anyway, now I understand why he said that. Of course, you're talking about the bad fumble he had at the end there. But at the end of the day, that's just one mistake. That's just one mistake. And this is where you've got to criticize the Jets defense, who, I mean, normally allowing 23 points to the Kansas City Chiefs extra homes. Don't even want to complain about that. But after that fumble, and this is a problem we see in the Jets defense, and why I've said that I think they're like kind of overrated as a unit. They can never get the big stop. How many times we seen last year where the Jets, had like opportunities to win games and they couldn't get the big stop? And this was another example of that here. Zach Wilson has a bad fumble. I agree. That was a bad mistake on his part. But aside from that, he played great. Step up, get off the field, and give Zach Wilson an opportunity to win the game. Get off the field and give Zach Wilson an opportunity to win the game. Guess what? They don't even get off the field, and Patrick Mahomes is able to drive them downfield and get the kneel down at the end zone to run the clock out. So that's the point where I'm just looking at this Jets defense, and it's like you gotta be better, Erner. If you're truly one of the best defenses in the NFL, get a big stop. Get a big stop and give your quarterback an opportunity to win the game. And Zach Wilson to say that about himself, he literally, here's his quote: "I cannot do that. I lost that game and I can't do that." It's almost like it's really, honestly, to me, it seems like he's being too self-critical of himself, which I understand why. I mean, he's had his media flows in the past where he do the exact opposite. We all remember that situation last year, but it's like that just shows you, I mean, that just shows you, that's just really good on Zach Wilson's part. Now, again, is he? Are we all gonna be members of the Zach Wilson fan club now? No, we're not. But can we look at that performance and say, hey, that's a big boy performance. Let's see him build off it. I think that's a fair take to have. That's a fair take. All right, Mike Cunningham, any more thoughts on the Jets?
They actually did well, even though they lost, but they actually did well.
Yeah. All right. All right, Alex. How about them Birds?
Yep, it was not a pretty win, but I felt like they definitely handled it in a positive manner. Especially the offense started to click once halftime was over, and the secondary position for the Eagles is a question at the moment, since they are missing a big gap in Avante Maddox. But I really loved what I saw from Reed Blankenship and Kristen Morell. I felt like those two were the players of the game defensively. And the way that Sam Howell played for Washington was unbelievable, especially against the top 5 defensive system in the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like he definitely was locked in, and his wide receivers were unbelievable. And they definitely shocked some people of how well they performed against a top team, and they definitely put a nail into the bird's nest with that performance. But I'm just glad that the Eagles forced forced some turnovers and got the ball back, and it's going to be really interesting to see how they can handle this defensive standpoint moving forward without Avante Maddox. The two other defensive players that I really liked was Hassan Reddick and Jalen Carter. I felt like those two were a big time players. I just think that overall the defense has finally gotten to click, except for the secondary, but it's definitely going to take some time, especially without Maddox being out for a while. It's not going to be pretty, but I can see them being a top defensive team, even though they don't have the tools. But we will see what happens next week in LA against the Rams, who are 2-2. The Rams came off overtime win as well against the Colts. So I'm really interested to see how they can defend against Matthew Stafford and the Rams.
You know what this game was to me, Alex? You know what this game was to
What?
me? A win is a win.
Yeah.
That's all you can really say about it. Now, was it the prettiest win? No. But at the same time, the Washington Commanders, they're not a bad football team, guys. The Commanders are not a bad football team. Are they the best team in the division? No, but are they necessarily a quote unquote good team? I wouldn't say that, but they are not a bad team. Like they're not a team that you can just take lightly. They start off the year 2-0 for a reason. They got 2 wins on the season for a reason, and like they're a team that can play, and you just saw all that. Sam Howell went out and had a really great game. He gave the offense, the Washington offense. They're able to put up some points on what is while still elite, not as good as last year's Eagles defense, but hey, a win's a win. It wasn't the prettiest. It wasn't, I mean, would you like to see the defense, kind of take kind of try to bounce back? The defense, the Eagles defense, definitely hasn't been the prettiest. I mean, you gave 28 to the Vikings. I mean, yes, they have Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson. They gave 20 to the Patriots. So the Eagles defense this year has been the greatest. So you'd like to see them try and get back to what they were last year on the defensive side of the football. But I mean, hey, like I said before, a win's a win, and that's what elite teams do. Elite teams in whatever sport, even when they aren't on their A game, even when they're not playing their best they are able to find ways to win. And that's exactly what the Eagles did, and you gotta give them credit.
Oh, just one more thing. There's something to keep an eye on the defensive side for the Eagles. Cam Jorgens got a pretty hit, and he was out for the remainder of the game with a leg issue. So he's getting an MRI tomorrow, and we will see how it goes.
Definitely, that's gonna be something to watch.
Yeah.
All right. Before one last thing here before we hit the hot take, guys, Michael. We've got You know who we're giving a congratulations to?
Ooh.
Congratulations to the New York Liberty heading to the WNBA Finals.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. We're gonna win it. We're gonna win this year.
You think we got it? They will be playing the Las Vegas Aces in game one.
You're not even a Liberty fan. At least I watch girls basketball. You don't.
What?
Adam, they're going to the big dance. You didn't know that? They're going to the big dance.
The big dance?
That's what they call it.
Well, they are going. They are going. I mean, it's going to be very fun to watch. I mean, this has obviously been an incredible year for the New York Liberty. I mean, ever since last year, this all started when Breanna Stewart, first came and first signed with Liberty, because that was the moment that people saw that really generated the hype around this team. That really started to generate the hype around this team, because you have
Brianna
one of
Stewart is the best female basketball player on the
yeah,
planet.
you got probably the best
Yo.
best WNBA player come back home to New York and really lead the way and lead this Liberty squad to being one of the best teams in the NBA and NBA. But it's not just Breanna Stewart. This Liberty team's got some girls that can play. You got Sabrina, you got Sabrina, you got Jones, you got Landry. The Liberty, they've got some girls that can play. It's not just one team. Obviously, Breanna Stewart is you don't want to take any credit away from her, but she's a top scorer. But hey, Lander shoots a really great distributor of the basketball, and we all know how well Sabrina's good as a guard. She was a first overall pick for a reason.
And she was mentored by Kobe Bean Bryant. So you got to be good.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say this, Adam.
Yeah.
If the Liberty does not win the WNBA Finals, I will say that this was the biggest WNBA bust of all time. If they don't win.
Well, I'm gonna disagree with you there for one reason only. The you've got to have at least some respect for the conference. You got to have some respect for you've got to have at least some respect for the Aces. The Aces are no joke.
Liberty had the best basketball record in all of basketball this year.
No. The Aces had a better record.
They had the same record.
No, the Aces were actually better. The Aces were actually better.
You trying to get your ass beat, boy?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You saying bullshit. You trying to get beat?
No.
I'm gonna beat you like you stole something.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Hey, Michael.
What's up, brother?
Next week, did you want to go to one of the games?
You paying? Hell yeah, I'm down to go. Fuck it.
All right, I'll see if if I'm free and if I could get our hands on some tickets.
All right, let's do it.
I'll definitely see. Oh, but yeah, tickets are looking expensive.
Guys, you guys know what? I'm gonna say this.
Yep.
Breanna Stewart, and you know who's the greatest women's basketball player of all time? She didn't even make it to the WNBA. Is Cheryl Miller.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys ever heard of Cheryl Miller?
I've heard of her. I think you mentioned her name on this podcast before.
She's the greatest female basketball player. Somebody's calling me. Hold on. Let me see what they want.
All right. Well, Michael responds to this call. I mean, Alex, you have any thoughts on Liberty advancing the WNBA Finals?
Yeah, I just feel like everything they accomplished definitely set the tone for the rest of the playoffs, and they definitely deserve it.
Definitely give them all the credit in the world.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna say this. I think it's Alex's turn to do the hot take, I think, for today, Adam.
I think it is. I think it is Alex's turn. But you are, Michael, just so you know, you are one hot take behind both of us. So you do have one to make up.
I know.
And then Lord knows how many hot takes Marcellus and Sam have missed.
You know what? All right, Alex, what's your hot take? And the hot take of the episode goes to Adam. Your hot take was terrible.
It got approved. I'm happy. That's all. That's all that matters.
Your hot take was dog shit. Do I tell you what a hot take is? A hot take has to be spicy and not known facts. It has to be something outrageous, but you can back up the facts. Alex, your hot take better not be the Eagles are the best team in football. I will literally hang up and leave the call if you say that.
I got a different one.
Okay, well, okay, Alex, what's your hot take?
My hot take is that Penn State will get into the Big Ten championship game.
Okay.
Alex, you already know that's gonna happen. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, Penn State will get wait, hold on. Penn State getting to the Big Ten championship game.
Yes, they're highly favored, bro.
I mean, only problem is won't Ohio State is that they're gonna have to compete with Ohio State for that. They're gonna compete with Michigan for that. I don't think that's a terrible hot take.
No, he said they're gonna make it. He said
they're gonna make it to the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, he said they're gonna make it. Either. Yeah, I agree with that. That's not a hot take though. Try something else.
Alex, you can either do that or you can try something else. I'll leave it up. It's up to you.
Alex, come on, you're right. We know college football, so you know that's going to be a fact. So, come on, gotta make it spicy, brother.
I'll do Villanova men's basketball team going making it all the way to the Final Four this year.
Oh no, that's good. That's a good one. All right, state your facts. Go.
Okay, the reason why I said what I said is because Villanova has had some absolutely terrific recruiting over the course of the few months ahead of a big season. They got a recruit from I have to look it up. They got multiple recruits, but it's hard to remember which one is which. But I'm really confident in Justin Moore with Eric Dixon coming back for a fifth year. I think that having him as what he's set the tone for the team all season last season. I feel like this team is an even better team than last year with all the recruits and the deep depth of the team. And I don't see why not of them going into the tournament in March with high expectations of making it all the way to the Final Four.
So your hot take is Villanova makes it to the Final Four?
Yes.
Okay. All right. One question I will ask you is,
Yeah.
now I'm not doubting Villanova. I think they're gonna be a really great team. They're usually one of the premier college programs. Is that there's gonna be a lot of competition. Maybe Duke could have a bounce back year. Obviously we all know Gonzaga's be in the mix. Kansas is gonna be in the mix. How do you expect Villanova to be able to compete with those programs?
Well, you're gonna have to look like you're gonna have to make a step, take a step at a time of getting into the Big Ten, and making a deep one into the tournament of the conference. And I think if they uh, get to the championship game in the tournament conference, then I can see a very high level of a squad that can compete farther than the Elite Eight in the NCAA tournament.
Wow.
I'm just really high on Villanova this year because the recruitment process that has been going on with this team has been over as as hit over expectations, and I think people are doubting a little too much of what's to come, and they're going to be uh, a really big threat in the Big East, and they got a ton of chances to make noise in the tournament come March.
All right, I'm gonna hand this one off to you because you're the college basketball expert here. So, what'd you think? Michael Cunningham,
What's up?
did you listen to a word about his hot take?
Yeah, I did.
What was Ash's hot take?
That Villanova is going to make it to the Final Four.
All right, give me your thoughts.
Honestly, it was a great. I like the hot take. It was different because I could agree that they have some returning players coming back. They have some new talent. Eric Dixon can make it as a good role player off the bench, lead player. But I also see Duke in the Final Four. I also see Villanova because they were in it 2 years ago and this year too. I can also see North Carolina could come in. I can see Kansas and many other schools. But I agree.
So you're approving?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. All right, my turn. I'm obviously not the college basketball expert here, but you know what? If this was how can I explain this? Or if the reason why the thing I really like about this hot take is says it was an actual hot take. So sometimes in the past I actually just had hot takes where it's like, oh, the Yankees aren't gonna make the playoffs. Duh. Like we know that. We knew that for months they weren't gonna make the playoffs. But this hot take at the end, you were like it was a it was a hot take. You brought great points to back it up. I'm not sure I agree because I think there's gonna be too much competition, Villanova to get there. But at the same time, could I see a world where Villanova makes a run? Sure, why not? They've done it before. I'll approve.
2 for 2. Thank you.
All right, but congratulations, Alex. Your hot take has been approved.
I have to say one thing.
You can say, go ahead.
Thank you for approving Mr. Scarlet Knight.
Damn. You didn't have to do me like that. Yo, Michael, I was just looking up WNBA Finals tickets.
What's up?
You want to know how much tickets are for stuff for the front row?
How much?
Well, not front row, but the first section.
How much?
A little over $100 a ticket.
How much? 110?
A little less than that, I think. That's including fees.
What kind of fees we got?
I mean, $100 for finals. That's not bad at all.
You ain't wrong.
But yeah, I'll say that for off air, and we'll communicate. We'll see if he can work something out there, good buddy.
All right, man. I'm getting sleepy.
All right, guys. But really quickly before we do our big bad MLB predictions show, before we unveil all that, really quick here, Yankees are up. Yankee season is officially over. They end the regular season with a 82-80 record, which is not only which is their worst record since 1992. If that doesn't tell you how bad this season is it hasn't for the Yankees, nothing new. But what really stood out to me, guys, is that did you hear Aaron Judge's comments, before the game today? Because he didn't play today, and he did an interview with the Yankee. He did an interview with with, I believe, Brian. Was it with Brian Hope, or is it with I think he did an interview with Brian Hope, and he did one another with Murdock. But the quotes I'm hearing here are from Brian Hope, and Aaron Judge talked about a bunch of things that he wants to see change with the team heading to next year. Number one, and here's two things that stood out for me. Number one is he says that players need to have a high level of energy. This is from Brian Hope of this Aaron Judge quote. Just because he gets to big leagues and he gets to New York, you still got to improve. You still got to make adjustments. That's what I think these extra 4 weeks will help guys figure out and get them on the right path. So that to me is very, very damning, because who is he talking about? Similar to how Tommy Famio called out the Mets players, and Mets people were like, okay, who's Tommy Famio referring to? Like, people now we're gonna think like, who's Aaron Judge to? Like, who was it that didn't have a high level of urgency? Was it specific players, or was it just the clubhouse in general? Or was it just like the clubhouse in general? So that is one thing that I found interesting. And another thing is regarding analytics. And here's what Aaron Judge said about the Yankees and how to use the analytics. Quote, on the analytics side, I think the information and resources they try are great. I think it's just about how we use them and how we value them is the aspect we maybe just need to look at. The Yankees are top-notch in numbers we get. I think we're the best in the game at. I think it's how fundamentally knows down to the players in the right format. I wouldn't say we are overloaded. I think it's just looking at the right numbers. I think we need to look at the wrong ones. We need to value some other ones that people might see as having no value. Now, there's a lot of ways to interpret this, but I'm not the biggest analytics guy in the world, but I do typically read like a lot. I do typically have a good. I like to say I kind of like a good read about analytics based on laws. Like the analytics tell you that striking out a lot and having a little bad average isn't the end of the world, and that if you hit enough home runs and if you hit if you hit enough home runs, if you walk a lot, they're big enough 3 true outcomes. Home runs, walks, strikeouts. Like that's typically type of baseball that Alex Avers. So could Aaron Judge be saying like, hey, maybe we're looking too much at the power side. Maybe we're looking at too much now too much at that side game. Which by the way, I'm not saying that the Yankees need to stop worrying about hitting home runs. Like look at the Atlanta Braves. They're best team in baseball. God knows how many home runs they hit. But here's the thing: the Braves. They also hit for a high, hit for a high average. They lead the Braves offense. They're a juggernaut. They lead the league in batting average, and they also lead the league in runs. They are a complete offense. The Atlanta Braves. They're a complete offense. So that I think maybe what Aaron Judge may be referring to here, where it's like, okay, we love home runs, but can we get the average up? These were finished second to last in MLB in a batting average this year. Second to last. That's not good. It's not good. So yeah, that's one thing, and that's why I found Aaron Judge's kind of saying. I mean, they had the interviews on Yes Network, and so you can definitely watch the rest of the thing. They definitely had some other interesting things to say too. He's gonna be meeting with Hal Steinbrenner in the offseason. He's gonna definitely. He says that he's gonna discuss this with them and give his input. So all I'm gonna say is that there's a lot of things that are wrong with the Yankees. Aaron Judge is not one of them. I said he's everything you could ever want on a face of a franchise. The guy's a leader. He's a gamer. He gets it. He knows what to say. He knows what to lead. And I'd go to war with this guy any day. And I said last episode. I said with Garrett Cole, if the Yankees do not win a World Series with Aaron Judge, shame on them. It will be the greatest failure in franchise history. I'm like, are you gonna give us some thoughts, or are you gonna sing?
On what thoughts of the Yankees sucking?
Yeah, the season's officially over.
Okay. The Yankees disappoint me. Adam, I can't even sing. I'm just so damn depressed.
This is a season where it's like, okay, you're glad it's over.
Adam, I am so disappointed. I may have to kill. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I hate Jose Altuve less than I hate Brian Cashman.
Wow.
And you know
and knowing his hatred for Jose Altuve, that's saying something.
Yeah, if I hate you more than Jose Altuve, we have a problem.
Damn.
Adam, I hate him more than Jose Altuve. Brian Cashman, you are scum. You are a piece of shit. You are the worst general manager in sports history. Hell, a monkey could do better than you. Hell, Steinbrenner, you're a spineless bitch. Your father would have fired Cashman by now. You are a spineless little bitch. You are a disgrace to the Steinbrenner name. This seems to be called the New York Judge instead of the Yankees. We don't deserve to be pinstripes. You know what I'm saying, Adam? We should be called the New York
Judges.
The New York Judges. Hell, bring back Derek Jeter as a general manager. He'll do better. Hell, you could bring back a monkey. Hell, you could even bring Adam. Hell, Adam, you'll be a better general manager than Brian Cashman.
I'm not sure I would, but I appreciate the kind words.
You will. At least you're not brain dead. Adam, there's a thing called doing the same result. This is saying you do the same thing over and over again, but doing the same results. That is called insanity. He has tried it. Brian Cashman, you're insane. Stop being insanity. You keep trying the same thing. You get the same results. and you're gonna go crazy. It's called insanity. Hell, all the Yankee fans want to kill you. Adam, I got something to say. Brian Cashman, you are shit. Brian Cashman is the biggest moron on the planet. When I watch the Yankees, I feel like crying. Hell, my nieces could be better and the managers than Brian Cashman. How Steinbrenner should sell the team. Yes, he should. That piece of shit. Brian Cashman, I hate you more than Jose Altuve. And is you Jose Altuve now? Jose Altuve went down the list.
Damn.
Adam, explain my hatred for Jose Altuve, please. Tell the viewers why. Or they didn't get it by now.
He cheated.
No, explain why.
He cheated. He used to believe that he cheated. He's out of World Series, and he's a midget.
Adam, we had to deal with struggle. The struggle. The pain. The struggle.
Yeah. So before we get to our predictions, our official MLB predictions, Alex here. Your Philadelphia Phillies are going back to the playoffs. We all know the run they had last year. So, what are your thoughts, my boy, on the playoffs for your team?
I definitely have high expectations for this Phillies team. Starting on Tuesday against Miami. I don't think that Miami has everything what Philadelphia has, and it's not as deep as what Philadelphia is. So I think it's going to be a walk in the park for the Phillies in the wild card round. I just think that having to handle against Atlanta next round is going to be a dogfight, and it's definitely not going to be an easy one for the Phillies. But I mean, like when you look back in the last series during the regular season, you can say that the Phillies have had their moments of making games interesting against a really talented Braves team. And I think that if they can show up at every single game and play up to their potential, everything can be uh, can go either way. And I just think that the 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 Phillies have a really deep, talented team, and it's definitely going to come down to great pitching performances and limit the hits that prevent Atlanta from winning. And it's not going to be easy for sure, but I just hope for the best.
Yeah. I'm going to say right now, the Marlins series, that's the team you should beat. I mean, literally, the Marlins literally got us to the playoffs with 84 wins. 84 wins! They finished with 2 more wins than the freaking Yankees. And they somehow managed to get into the playoffs. That's just wow. That is just wow. I mean, Luis Arias had a monster season, all due respect to him, but really, I mean, aside from them, they've got some other guys that can play too. I mean, really, aside from him, who they got?
For Miami,
They got Arias and Soler, and that's it. Those are literally the only 2 guys you really have to worry about on this team. And the pitching, I mean, they've got a decent squad, but it's nothing that keeps me shaking in my boots. This is a team that you should beat. Now, if they do win and they go up play a Braves, that's a completely different story, which we'll definitely elaborate that in my predictions. I don't want to give them too much away, but Yeah, I mean, you gotta at least beat the Marlins.
Yeah.
If you beat the Marlins and then you lose to the Braves, I don't think you really can beat smooth this point of the season. If you lose to the Marlins, then yeah, there's gonna be some disappointment.
I'm just looking at the pitching rotation for the wild card, and it's Zach Wheeler game 1 and Aaron Noda game 2.
Oh, you guys are set. Great those first 2 games.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys. It's getting kind of late, so you know what time it is?
Predictions.
It's time for our 2023 MLB Playoff Predictions. Now, for both of you, I just sent the official postseason bracket to the group chat, so you guys open that, and we're gonna use that to keep score and predict who's gonna make it back to the World Series. All right, so you guys ready for you guys want me to go first? So here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do round by round. So we're starting the wild card, then we're gonna go to division to ALD to the division series, then we're going to championship series, and then we're gonna do the World Series. All right, so are you guys ready for me to tee it off? Oh, do you guys want to do American League or National League first?
American League.
Yeah, well, we're doing them both in the same round, but I'll do American League first, and then I'll do National League. So I'll start with the American League. The Toronto Blue Jays versus the Minnesota Twins. As much as I dislike them, I gotta go with the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, they're not the best team in the world, but guys, we all know this. The Minnesota Twins are frauds. Every single year they make the playoffs, they can't go anywhere. What happens in 2019? They hit all these home runs. I was like, oh my god, these aren't the same old Twins. Yankees spanked them, and Yankees swept them in 3 games. They are literally frauds to prove it otherwise, and the only reason they're here is because they played in a horrifically weak. And the only reason they're here is because they played in a weak NF Central. And the Blue Jays, well, not the best two roll. They're way too right-handed for my likings. You still got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You still got Bo Bichette, and I'm gonna say the Blue Jays would take them down in. I'll say 3 games. I'll give the Twins 1 win. The Texas Rangers versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Share my thoughts on the Rays and my thoughts on the Twins. I think the Rays are over the years are kind of fraudulent. Outside that 2020 season where they make it all the way to the World Series in a COVID year, in a bubble, in a Fugazi bubble year. What have the Rays done in the playoffs? In 2021, they get spanked by I forget what they the Red Sox or whoever they were playing. They won division and they got spanked. They choked, and then last year they make the playoffs as a wild card and they get bounced. So I think that's right here. I think the Texas Rangers are one of the more underrated teams in baseball. I mean, yes, they blew the division lead to Houston, but hey, it's Houston. I mean, they're a juggernaut. It's Houston. It's Houston. That's what they do. So I'm gonna say I'll say the Texas Rangers advance. I'll say that one goes 3 games too. I'll say that one goes 3 games. Now the National League, the Diamondbacks and Brewers. This is a tough choice, and I'm gonna go Brewers. I think the Diamondbacks are just too raw right now. I think Diamondbacks are too raw. They're a young team. They got a lot of young talent. They've got a really bright future. But hey, they got to that amazing start, and then all of a sudden they fall up, and they just barely squeak by to make the wild card with literally 84 wins. They just barely squeaked into the wild card. And yes, the you could say the same thing about the thing, and the Brewers that I said about the Twins. They won a weak division, but you know what? They still won 92 games, and they still played real to the season. So I'm gonna say the Brewers win in two. I'm sorry, I don't think the Diamondbacks win a game. And last but not least, the Philadelphia Phillies at the hosting the Miami Marlins. Alex, my boy, I've got the Philadelphia Phillies. I've got them winning in two. Really, the Marlins, aside from Luis Arias, who they got. Answer the question, Alex. Aside from Luis Arias, who they got?
They got no one.
No one. Wow.
Josh Chisenhome, maybe.
They got De La Cruz. They got De La Cruz. They got Jose Soler, who's hit a lot of home runs. But really, aside from that, oh yeah, De La Cruz has a negative WAR. Never mind. De La Cruz has a negative WAR. They literally got Arias and Soler. That's it. And the pitching side, who do they have? They got Luenzo and
Alcantara.
Alcantara too. But Alcantara's had kind of a down year. They got Garrett. But I just still think the Phillies. This is a series that you should win. This is a series that you This is a series that you should. This is a series that you should win. All right, so that's my wild card predictions. All right, who wants to go next? Alex, you go next.
Okay. I am gonna do Blue Jays in 2 games.
2 games, okay.
And Phillies in 2 games.
Yeah, first 2 games. All right. Who else? You still got 2 more series to pick.
Okay. 1 second. I got Milwaukee in 2 and Tampa Bay in 2.
Okay, so you've got them all winning in 2 games.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Cunningham, you're up.
Don't rush me.
I didn't rush you. All I say is you're up.
Doing the American League?
We're doing the wild card round.
I say Texas. I say Minnesota over to Toronto. And I say Tampa over Texas. I'm gonna take the Brewers over Arizona. Ooh, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Phillies over Marlins. I need a shower.
Yeah, so sorry, can you repeat them again?
I already said it.
You got Phillies, and then you got
Milwaukee.
You got Milwaukee, and who you got in the American League?
You don't pay attention, do you? Minnesota and Tampa Bay.
Minnesota and Tampa Bay. Okay, got it.
I'm starting to think you slow.
All right. Make sure you both write these down and remember them. All right. because
You
I
remember,
can't
you're
keep
the
track
host.
of it because I can't keep track of everyone. All right, moving on to the divisional series. In my bracket, we've got the Astros against the Blue Jays. You know what? This is literally gonna me. I'm gonna be literally watching this series like I just hope both teams lose. I literally am gonna watch the series saying I hope both teams lose.
Okay.
And I unfortunately I'm gonna say the Astros win this in 3. I think they sweep them. I just think with I just think the Astros they're a proven team. They've proven they can get it done in the big moments. Have the Blue Jays proven that? No, they haven't. Blue Jays have not yet proven that. So I'm gonna say the I'm gonna say the I'm gonna say the Brew. I'm gonna say the Astros sweep them again. Blue Jays are too right-handed, and I'm not. The pitch staff is good, but not amazing. Amazing in my opinion. So I'm gonna give I'm gonna give Houston the win there, and in my bracket I have the Orioles versus the Texas Rangers in a 5-game bloodbath that goes right down to the wire. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Orioles. Just with the way they've played down the stretch and all the young talent they have, their pitching isn't the greatest, but I just really love this Baltimore Orioles squad. I mean, they've had such a fantastic year. I mean, they take a step forward this year, and then this year they just explode. They win 101 games. Santander, Rutschman, Henderson, a bunch of their guys. A bunch of their guys have great years. You got Bradish, who's an absolute beast. Who's an absolute beast. In the rotation, and the rotation is a bit thin after that, but still, this team, has got a really, really, really bright future, and I've got them winning this series. I got them beating the Texas Rangers. And the divisional series, I've got the Brewers facing the Dodgers, and similar to how I don't trust certain teams in the playoffs, I'm gonna go ahead and say, actually, nah, I'm gonna change my mind. All right, so in the National League Division Series, I got the Brewers and Dodgers, and I'll say the Dodgers win 5 games. Brewers have had a great year, but the Dodgers, I mean, they can't not get to the League Championship Series again, right? They've got to get back to the League Championship Series eventually, right? They can't choke again, can they? Guys, can they?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll go with the Dodgers. And the divisional series of a rematch from last year, Braves versus Phillies. I'm sorry, Alex. I got the Braves in 4. I'll give you guys one win because I think Bryce Harper and that lineup can just go off for one game, but this Braves team is just unbelievable. You got Matt Olson hitting 50-plus bombs. You got Ronald Acuna going 40 for 70. You've got a pitching staff that's absolutely loaded. I mean, this Braves team is really, really, really good, really good, really good. And I can't bet against them. I'm sorry, I've got the Braves.
And with Acuna Jr. With his stealing the base history.
Yeah, most stolen bases in how many years again?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
but I
forget.
say he went 40 to 70. Acuna is just like an absolute beast. One of the most exciting players in the game to watch. All right, Alex, you're up.
I didn't go yet.
This is the visual series. Remember, we're going me, Alex, and you.
You better, or I'll kick your ass, white boy.
Go ahead, Alex.
Okay. I am gonna do Tampa Bay in 5.
Really, you got them beating the Orioles. Wow.
Um yeah, I feel like it might come down to actually now thinking about it, I think Baltimore has the edge.
Okay.
Sorry, I just overthought myself. Um
Okay. Little sus there, little sus.
just uh, a great, fantastic season Baltimore had. I think that they got the bigger chance of advancing, and I'll go with Baltimore.
Good for you. All right. Well, all right. Who you've got it. Now who else you got? Go ahead. Sorry, rest of your yours. I just shut out.
Uh, unfortunately, unfortunately, I have the Astros beating the Blue Jays.
Okay.
And for the other side of the bracket, I have the Milwaukee Brewers winning in 5.
Okay.
And
Try to be unbiased here, Alex. Try to be
I know,
unbiased.
I know. And I think it's going to be one of the tightest series in a while in playoff history, but I think that the Braves are by far the best. And I, I definitely think that the Braves are going to make the Phillies look bad, like they do in the series, like game 3 and 4, and it's going to be really hard to overcome the top. So I think Braves win in 5.
Okay. And you picked the Dodgers over who'd you pick? That you picked Dodgers over Brewers, right?
No, I picked Milwaukee.
Oh, you picked Milwaukee? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I was tempted, but I'm thinking Dodgers can't choke again, can they?
I mean, I'm loving what I've been seeing from Milwaukee, and I, I just in my gut, I feel like Milwaukee might have the ability to hit the home run against Dodgers.
Okay. All right, Michael Cunningham, you're up.
You ready for me, Pimpin?
Yep.
Damn, I hate the Astros. I'm gonna go with the Twins over the Astros because I believe in the Twins.
Wow. No, this thing. Know what this matchup is?
What?
Jose Altuve versus Carlos Correa.
Oh shit! Fuck you. Uh, I'm gonna go with Baltimore. I believe in Baltimore.
Okay.
They advance.
Yep.
I am the biggest Dodger fan on this podcast. Besides the Yankees, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with the
so you're
Dodgers.
clearly gonna pick the Brewers.
Adam, my dad will not allow me to come home if I don't pick the Dodgers.
Okay.
Then I'm going with the Dodgers. Adam, I hate the Phillies more than the B side. I like the Phillies now. I'm starting to become a believer, but my sister will not allow me to come back in this house if I don't root for the Braves.
All right. All right. So in your bracket, you have the Dodgers facing the Braves and the Twins facing the Orioles.
Yeah.
Okay. ALCS time. I've got the Orioles facing the Astros, and as much as I love the Orioles, as fun as they are to watch, and as much as they have, I'm sorry, I gotta go with the Astros here. The Astros are they've just proven they could get done the big spot. I just think this is where the playoff experience of the Astros will come into play here, and it'll also give them the edge, and they'll also defeat a talented but ultimately inexperienced Baltimore Orioles squad. So I got to say, unfortunately, have that. I'll say that one goes. I'll say it goes 6 games. I'll say it one. I'll say the Orioles push it 6 games, and the NLCS. I'll say this one. I'll say this one actually goes 7. I'll say this one actually goes 7, and I'll say the Braves ultimately take this one. I'm sorry, Michael. I know how much you love the Dodgers, but I just can't bet against this Braves team. I just can't bet against them. All right, Alex, you're up.
So I am gonna do the Braves and the Dodgers.
No. You've got the Braves. You got the Braves facing against the Brewers, right? You
Oh yeah,
picked the
my bad.
Brewers.
Oh yeah, Braves against the Brewers. I pick Atlanta.
Okay, the Atlanta going to the World Series, and
Yeah.
in the ALCS.
I am gonna go with Baltimore.
You got Baltimore going to the World Series. Wow.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn.
All right.
Man, this is a hard one for me, Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to my messages. Hold up now. Hold up. I got Atlanta over the Dodgers. It kills me. Atlanta and Baltimore. Let's get it.
Atlanta and Baltimore. So you guys both have the same World Series. Atlanta and Baltimore. All right. My World Series is a rematch of 2021. The Astros against the Braves. And I'm going to say in 6 games, the Atlanta Braves are going to take down the Houston Astros once again to win the 2023 World Series. And they will be one step closer to becoming MLB's next dynasty. I mean, you look at the Braves roster. I mean, it is literally World Series busters team. They are the best team in baseball, and anything less than a World Series is going to be a disappointment. With Riley Acuna Jr., Austin Riley, Ozuna, Harris the second, and then you got that rotation. You got Strider, you got Elder, you got Charlie Morton. I mean, Freed being the beast that he is. This team has no excuse to not win. If they play their game, there's no team that should beat them. Literally none. Okay. All right. Alex, who's your pick? You got Braves and Baltimore. Who?
I'm gonna pick the Braves.
How many games?
I think it goes 5.
Okay. And Michael Cunningham?
I got Atlanta winning.
Okay. All right, guys. That does it for all of our picks. That does it for all of our picks and all of our predictions. So let's see how our MLB season predictions pans out. We'll see how well all this ages. So all right, guys. You know what time it is.
Best of the episode.
Time for the bets of the episode. So, I mean, again, we are recording this Sunday, but it's going up on Tuesday. So, I have to put in this rule, guys. No games on Monday can be allowed. So, that means I can't. I mean, I already took the Giants for my bet last episode. So, I obviously can't pick them. So, no bets for Monday allowed, which is pretty good. Which is honestly good because really, what is there to bet Monday aside from the Giants Seahawks? Oh wait, you know what? Or we could do this, guys. Do you guys want to make the Giants Seahawks the game of the episode? Nah, that would ruin it. That would ruin it because it's going up Tuesday. The game will already be decided by then, so that would ruin it. All right, but here's the thing, because I know I will, because my bet's still pending. Michael, did you win your bet?
I lost. I had every bet hit besides the Duke bet.
Duke screwed you over.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Wait, did Duke beat Notre Dame?
They lost.
Oh, they lost. Oh, okay. Okay. So I mean, yeah. What? Alex, did you want to pick for the game of the episode? Because I'm kind of lost here.
Sure. I'll do Rays and Rangers.
Rays and Rangers game 1.
Yep.
Okay. Rays versus Rangers game 1. So I am going to go with the Texas Rangers.
I am gonna go with Tampa Bay.
All right, who are you going with, Michael?
Tampa Bay.
Okay, so I'm looking outnumbered here. I'll make Sam and Marcellus go down with me. I'll have them take the Rangers too. All right, guys. Now time for our actual bets, and I really only have one thing. I'm not gonna take any of the MLB games because really there's nothing there that really entices me. Nothing that really. I looked at all the lines and there's nothing that I'm really like salivating over that I'm like, oh my god, I gotta have that. Oh my god, I gotta have that. No. There's nothing there. Neither. There's nothing there that I really, really like. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta bet that. So you know what I'm gonna do here, guys? Since our next episode, not the one that listening out on Tuesday, but the episode after that is gonna be going up after Thursday. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna do a little Thursday football action.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Washington Commanders on the spread over the Chicago Bears. And can I do any same game parlays with that? Are there any same game parlays that I like? Give me a couple seconds here, guys. Let's see. I could do the over under. I'm thinking this one over. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Commanders minus the 6, and I'm gonna take the under in the game. I think this is gonna be a low scoring game. You got two pretty bad well, not pretty bad. The Commanders offense isn't that bad, but you got two not so great offenses, and this is so. I think definitely this is gonna be a low scoring game, and I think the Commanders are gonna win this one. I really do. I think they're gonna win by a touchdown. The Bears stink. There's all there is to it. The Bears stink. They suck. So it is to it. So that's gonna be that. I'm gonna take the Commanders over the we'll take the Commanders over the Bears my 6. And I'm gonna go with the under. The under is currently at 44.5. So I'm gonna take. So we're gonna put the bag in. Commanders over the Bears my 6. And the under 44.5. All right, Alex. What's your bet?
I'm gonna do a 3-game parlay for MLB for Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Blue Jays money line over Minnesota. Milwaukee money line over Arizona, and Phillies money line over
Blue Jays over
Miami.
who again?
Twins.
All right, and give me the other two.
Brewers money line over the Diamondbacks, and Phillies money line over Miami.
Okay. What am I gonna do? Oh, let me do something for Sam here. I'll be me. I'll have Sam take the Bears.
You fucked up.
Money line.
Adam, you a dick.
Which, by the way, happy birthday to our very own Sam Morell. His Morell was actually it was actually when we're recording this. Well, it's not when we're recording this. This is technically Monday now. We were recording Sunday to Monday, but his birthday was Sunday. So happy birthday to our very own Sam Morell. If you're listening to this, we love you, buddy. I go pick for Marcellus.
Give him New York Liberty money line.
Liberty's not until Sunday. You can't do that.
Give him Thursday night football.
All right, I'll give him the Bears as well. You want to give him the Bears?
Might as well.
Okay. This is sabotage. This is borderline sabotage what we're doing here. All right, Michael Cunningham, last up. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do a baseball parlay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do Rays money line and Phillies money line.
Rays over Rangers and Phillies over Marlins. Got it. All right, guys. So for this episode, guys, I'm so excited to be. Oh, and I mean, again, the game will be wrapped up by the time this is up. So, unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, but yeah, it's definitely. I will see if I can do a vlog for the game. But if I can't, I'll definitely be posting some stuff on social media. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. I'll see what type of content I can provide you guys. But yeah, definitely a very, very big game for the Giants. I said before, if they want to make playoffs, this is the game you gotta win. This is the game you gotta win. I'll say so. Guys, any final thoughts? No comments, huh?
Nope, I'm exhausted.
Okay,
Go
yeah.
Phillies. Go Phillies.
Let's go Giants. Let's go G-Man. Alright. Guys, that's it. Just 183 of the game. I'm Grassani, Grassani, and Action. Really here. Leave a like and follow and subscribe to the podcast. Also, enjoy questions. We feature to say, yeah, feature